Either of our claims that the other person was the aggressor. I have photos to support her aggressive behavior that night. Now, tell me your side of that.
Guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell button for the notification of the uploads, baby. For those of you who are returnees, ooh, you ain't got the minerals, baby. Listen, hey. We're going to be talking to you guys about Married at First Sight. We're talking about Taylor and Brandon. Let's get it. Listen, my first instinct is this. Watching Taylor and Brandon over the course of the actual, show, what I found obviously to be was that at the beginning I was really against Brandon, yeah, because his behavior was absolutely incorrect, yeah, and the interviewer said it correct. His behavior was asinine. He did it on TV, and he made all black people look bad. Do you understand? So I was never rooting for him, yeah? Even after Panama, when he said he was going to change, when he came back, he was still acting a bit of a douche, yeah? Now, here's the thing. Taylor also became vengeful and revengeful, yeah? She started taking things into her own hands and started behaving inappropriately, yeah? Making an Instagram post, doing... not coming back home, making all these stories about, why she didn't come back from the hotel, whatever, was absolute nonsense. Even going, getting into his personal space, locking in a room, in the bathroom, and not letting him go out. So she did quite a few things which are a little bit concerning. Now, one thing I never saw Brandon do, I always said that I can see abuse coming, but maybe emotional abuse rather than physical abuse. I always saw Brandon as somebody who, was a person who shuts down, and she would always try to invade and try to get him to, like, Brandon, hey, come on. Remember that in the very first episodes when they were in Panama and he suddenly shut down and she was trying to get him to talk. She was always doing the addressing, right? And that's not a problem. What I'm saying is that I never saw Brandon as the type necessarily to be a stalker. And what I mean by that is when I heard her recollection, right? I was a little bit concerned. Because number one, you went to a bar, which obviously that he used to work at. Okay, cool, fair enough, that can happen. So you used to work out there, and you were going with a friend who wasn't your friend, but you played it out like he was your friend. When you started the thing, you said, "I was there with a friend." You started off that way.
Well, now is this guy more than just a friend?
He is more than just a friend.
Okay. You know that there will be people who will say, "Why then did you go to a bar where you know?"
Right. By the end, obviously, we knew that you weren't really friends. It looked like your boyfriend, and you were very, very close, yeah? Which you didn't start off by saying that in the beginning, yeah? Because you knew why. Okay, cool. So you went to a bar, yeah? Got there, and then obviously you see that you go to the toilet, get a drink, water. Brandon's there talking to this guy. Okay, so Brandon's talking to the guy, and then obviously he then starts taking photos on his phone, saying, ha, I'm going to take photos on your phone. You then try to calm him down, just like you've done in the past, which sounds familiar, because you've done that several times before, when you didn't need to, when he was for instance, the time when the last few episodes back in the cabin, she was trying to get him to talk, and he's like, bro, he's going, let him go, let him be free. Even if I don't like it, let him be it, right? And so you try to talk and calm him down. He then taking photos on his phone, follows you from the club to the stairs. Where's the stairs? Is it in another club? Is it far away? Like, what do you mean? Like, because is he following you down the street? Because it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like he followed you from the club.
Bar. He follows us from the bar to the stairs. He's pulling out his camera and he's trying to take pictures of us.
To the stairs, like that was inside of the club as well. Like, do you know what I mean? And then for that to be a restraining order, in all the things that you've both done, I'm confused. Does he file a restraining order, which he did? Does he file a restraining order on you when you were invading the space on the show? When you went and locked yourself in the bathroom with him? And he had to take a video camera just in case. And like, now you're giving him credence to how, when he was saying that he was in the bathroom, he said, I'm going to take a video just in case, right? And same thing, obviously, in the club. He took a photo, also at the same time, when he was in the club, apparently, of them two. And then obviously, apparently, by Michael's admission, there was an altercation. And so this is things that were left out by Taylor. So when she begins to speak, I couldn't believe her even when she started. I genuinely didn't believe everything she was saying. And because obviously as well, the restraining order it sounded for nonsense, right? Because bear in mind, you went to a random bar. I want you to understand this. He didn't come to your crib. He didn't come to your workplace. He didn't come to your known spots. You went to a club where he used to work. You went there, and then you got there, and man's followed you with his phone from the club to the stairs. I don't even know where the stairs are.
We decided on decision day, a month, 2 months before I ran into Brandon at the club, that we don't want anything to do with each other. So the fact that I'm with whoever I'm with should not be a problem to him.
What does that mean? Does that mean that someone should get a restraining order? It seems very far-fetched to make someone look bad by doing that. Listen, Brandon doesn't need any help looking bad. Yeah, the last episode, he was doing all sorts of madness, which I'll release a video for that as well, because I filmed that. He was doing all sorts of madness which didn't need to happen. You understand? But to restrain it, I didn't get it. And then obviously the cast went to the actual court case as well. And I was just like, did nobody have the sense to tell Taylor something, like at least ask her like this something doesn't make sense. This and also as well, to add that point about restraining order, he's not texting her, he's not calling her. They've been avoiding each other, as she said very clearly. We've been avoiding each other. So you then go to a club where he's at, and suddenly the restraining order needs to come on. Did he slap you? Did he beat you? Did he punch you? Did you do any of those things? So again, it's like, Taylor, you're doing a lot. You're doing the most. Listen, I'm not saying he wasn't good. I'm not saying he was a good guy with the way he treated you. But I'm saying this seems far-fetched. Just like the Insta post seems far-fetched. It's unnecessary. I'm confused by it. I mean, did he come to visit your workplace after? Did you see your family or your house after? None of those things were done, and you found a restraining order. And then, for Michael himself, Michael obviously as well had a situation where, Michael was having to be asked. And obviously, look, I know Michael got a bit stressed, and then obviously, when you're talking to the interviewer in the room, you were saying, listen, I have to keep on vehemently defending him. And I'm sure he's aware that there's some behaviors of Brandon that he does not agree with. But like Mecca said, he's got to do it to show face and show that he supports his boy. What I didn't like, obviously, from Michael was the fact I was disappointed in the fact that he used the race card. Bro, Taylor's black, Mecca Mike black, you're black, Brandon black.
I'm black, and how that...
I'm black too. Hold on, stop.
No,
Stop for a sec. Hold on, stop for a sec. Don't, hold on, stop for a sec. I'm gonna stop. She's black too, but
all black. It's not looking good at anybody. It's not trying to get anybody up. This is not a white girl. This is not a white interviewer. He's black. You black. Where was he's a black man, didn't know. If you've done something, you've done something. Do you understand? In regards to Taylor's situation, I don't know, that's mad. You understand? But in regards to life, in this particular situation, everybody be black. So there was no need to bring that up as a point. The fact that he used that as a card to potentially get out of a situation, it shows overthinking. It's not that deep. It really isn't that deep. And even when she was explaining about, the police had to come, it still didn't feel like she explained the whole situation. Police had to come, and do what? You had to explain what to them? What did you explain? I'm confused by this point. I'm not sure what's going on. That's why I'm just a little bit guys, I hope you can help me. Click down below. Tell me something. Let me know if you picked up something. I'm not picking up anything right now. I'm confused still. Yeah? Hey, I'm going to even end the review there. Listen, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notifications. I appreciate you guys. There was nothing much to review apart from that. So make sure you like, subscribe. I appreciate you, baby.